Down syndrome and Alzheimer's. Welcome to Serenity Alzheimer's Dementia Research. So today I want to speak to you about how Down syndrome leads to a higher risk of getting Alzheimer's. There are some Down syndrome children that are born with Alzheimer's, believe it or not. So let's get into this topic for today. So it's being said that individuals with Down syndrome, DS, have a higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease compared to the general population. So that means that a person who has Down syndrome is more likely to get Alzheimer's, maybe even born with a dementia, okay? So Down syndrome is a genetic condition that's caused by the presence of an extra copy of the chromosome 21, okay? So whenever you have extra chromosomes, they're going to be birth defects spread across the board. With that being said, and this extra genetic material is associated with the increased likelihood of developing Alzheimer's at a younger age. Like I just said, being young, and even being born with this two issues connected together, okay? So here are some key points that I want you to know about Down syndrome and Alzheimer's that's linked together, okay? So the first thing I want to discuss is the increased risk. So your increased risk, this affects almost all individuals that have Down syndrome. Like I said, they will develop the characteristics of having brain changes, Alzheimer's disease, by the age of 40. So that's like a high likelihood. And the majority will develop symptoms of Alzheimer's by their 50s or 60s. The risk significantly is higher compared to the general population. Like I said, not good, not good, not good, not good. So sorry for those who have Down syndrome. So the second thing that I wanted to point out is the amyloid plaques. This is what is dementia. This is what is looked for to say if a person has dementia, period, because there's different types of dementia. If you got dementia, period, you're going to have amyloid plaques and you're going to have tar tangles. This is what it is in the brain. So let me go into more about the amyloid plaques, okay? So amyloid plaques and tar tangles, they are similar in Alzheimer's and the general population because individuals that have Down syndrome develop amyloid plaques and tar tangles in the brain. The accumulation, meaning the buildup of these abnormal proteins, is said to contribute to the deterioration and dysfunction of the brain cells that leads to cognitive decline, okay? So let's move on to the third factor. So accelerated aging. This means aging rapidly. So when in Down syndrome, it is associated with the accelerated aging process, which can be explained by the early onset of Alzheimer's, okay? So symptoms of individuals with DS, which is Down syndrome, this extra copy of the chromosome 21 contains the gene that produces the amyloid precursor protein, which is APP, which is involved in the formation of amyloid plaques, okay? I'm hoping that you understand that. Please ask questions if you need to. So the fourth thing is that, look, you have to be diagnosed and have monitoring done. So detecting the Alzheimer's in individuals with Down syndrome can be challenging because they may have intellectual and communication defects. Regular cognitive assessments and medical evaluation and brain imaging may be necessary to monitor cognitive functions and detect early signs of Alzheimer's, okay? Let that sink in. You have to be diagnosed and you have to be monitored if you're found to have it. You need to be diagnosed so you can know if you have it so that you can start getting help in the proper treatment. Some people just think that they have a dementia or Alzheimer's because they have memory issues. That's not always the case. So you need to get diagnosed. The fifth thing is management and support. Running into what I just said, you got to have the support, the management. To manage Alzheimer's in individuals with Down syndrome, they often involve a combination of like having pharmaceutical, like medications and pharmaceutical interventions to help out. You got to have caregiver support. You need environmental adaptation. You need cognitive stimulation, and you need to maintain a structured routine by the benefits of enhancing the quality of life and managing symptoms. So you really need that support. I myself, I'm here for you. So please reach out to me or reach out to the Alzheimer's Association and find a location in your area. Also, back to research, like I love to do my selfish research. You need the research and the clinical trials. So always make sure y'all are watching these videos that I create and comment and share and subscribe. So the ongoing research aims to better understand the connections between Down syndrome and Alzheimer's disease. So as well as developing a target treatment. So clinical trials specifically focus on the individual with Down syndrome and then having Alzheimer's, and they investigate the potential therapies and interventions that is available, okay? So I want to say to you, if you know anyone or yourself that is affected with Down syndrome and Alzheimer's, it is important for you to make sure you always consult with your health professional. Familiarize yourself with the specific challenges that's associated with this condition, and they can provide guidance, support, and information can be available to you. Also reaching out to myself, Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia Training. So you need to have all the resources you can to help you manage Alzheimer's in individuals that have Down syndrome or Alzheimer's and Down syndrome together. So I'm hoping that this research has helped you on today. Also, I have a e-learning course that's online course that's self-paced that you can take. If you would like the link to take the course, please comment below that you would like to take the course. There's a certification upon completion, like a certificate upon completion. So you can say that in the comments of this video, or either you can get on Facebook and search up Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia Training. Go to the business page and you can go to the messenger and just say that you would like to take the course. And then I'll reach back to you there and we can go from there. But I offer courses on dementia, that's e-learning self-paced education online that you can take online. If you're somebody that have issues with doing tests online, you can reach me and I can work to get you a copy where you can get copy of the text file, or either you still can log in and then you can print the modules to study that way. But just let me know your learning style and I'll help you the best way as I can. Also join the Facebook group, Serenity Alzheimer's and Dementia Training Facebook group. Make sure you're always following. And you can learn the other ways that I teach on both of the platforms, on the page and in the group, okay? So I wish you well with your education. I wish you well on your journey if you do have Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. And even if you have Down syndrome or you know someone that's in this situation, I'm hoping that this research has helped you. Every Thursdays, a new video is uploaded to YouTube and on the Facebook page and other social medias and in the Facebook group. So I advise you every week on a Thursday or after to come check out the new videos. Subscribe, like, and share. And please comment because your feedback matters. Ask any questions you need to ask. I appreciate you and I wish you well on your journey.